Hello, well I'm in sunny Ramsgate today and I've been interviewing Lynn, who lives in a van through no fault of her own. And she took me back to the train station and I said, could you direct me to a cafe so I could go and have a cup of tea and something to eat? So she dropped me off in the little street just around the corner and I found this very interesting cafe that I wanted to show you called Foliage.
So I'm Keely and this is Foliage. I'm an ex-head teacher and I started Foliage just over a year ago. Left education after 23 years and then decided, right, I'm going to open a plant shop. I've always been into houseplants, so I thought, right, let's do it. So it started at home online and then we found the shop and then opened from there. And then we just keep adding bits as we go along.
And it's a cafe as well, which I've never seen before.
Yeah, we introduced coffee in the background, so we just had coffee going and a little bit of cake, and we've slowly expanded. Our customers, our regulars have come in and wanted us to have a little bit extra. Would you do savoury options? So we've just extended things. We do frappes and all sorts of. We're giving Costa a run for their money, yeah, it's just something that goes really nicely with plants. So people can take away house plants if they want to buy them. If not, they can just come and enjoy the environment that we've got here. The stress of working in education was really tricky, particularly during lockdown, but just the daily kind of pressures of in education at the moment. So I wanted to change, and so I just did it. And I've got a very supportive husband, thank goodness, who just keeps things afloat at home, so I can come and play with plants and make people coffee.
Now I find with houseplants, there are two types of people. Mm-hmm. Those that can grow them and those that can't. And even though I grow stuff outside, mainly my own food,
right,
I can't grow a houseplant.
Funny, isn't that strange?
Where would you suggest for me to start?
Okay, always start with the Sansevieria. So a good mother-in-law's tongue is a really good starter plant. Easy to look after, you can forget her for a little while. When you remember, you water her and she'll be fine and she'll be very forgiving. Start with plants that have got, put them in a nice bright room, and what we do here, we try and give advice here that makes house plants easy. So we can repot you, we can give you soil, we can point you in the right direction, give you advice on where to put it. Yeah, there's lots of different things you can do, but a Sansevieria is a very good starting point.
Yes, because I bought a calla lily because I liked it.
Okay.
And I knew about the lily and the cat thing, but for some reason I forgot.
Yes.
I took it home and I thought I'd better check, because I've got two cats.
Right.
So it's now in the hallway, away from the cats.
Away from them, yeah. We do pet-friendly plants here, so that's the first thing in pet owners' mind, is what is safe to have. So I've got a little list in my little cupboard down there that I can show you where the pet-friendly plants are. Most plants are kind of quite dangerous to plants, particularly the stems, if they're swallowed. If they're just nibbled and chewed, my dog has nibbled my Dieffenbachia multiple times and she's fine, but it's if they're ingested, you have to be really careful.
It just so happens I've just interviewed somebody who's made the leap to go to live in a van.
Yeah.
And since the lockdown, people do seem to be a bit more.
Yes.
I've wanted to do it, so to hell with it. So,
yeah, there is that. Yeah.
So what sort of advice would you give to somebody who's always had a dream, but it's just been a dream?
It's been able to, taking that leap, for me, finances always constrained me, always. Being up to children, having responsibilities, mortgage was always kind of a pressure to stay where I was. It got to the point where I was very unhappy in my work and not quite myself, and talked about owning my own business for many years with my husband and my family. I'd always want to have that ownership. I'm a bit of a bossy person, so I quite like sort of taking the lead on things. I went for it just purely because, yeah, I'd had enough. I didn't want to stay in a job where I wasn't happy anymore. And it was my husband that actually just goes, do you know what, just do it. And when you've got the okay from somebody that's your teammate and your buddy that goes, look, let's just do this, I just took the leap and just resigned November 21, and then this all took place April 22. So yeah, just do it. You live one life, and you just got to make the most of it while it's here.
Well, I'm Denise. This is only my second time of coming in, although I was told about the shop some time ago. I was waiting to come with my son, who's in Yorkshire. He came down at the weekend, and we came for our first time.
So what are you going to buy today?
A plant I've been looking for absolutely years. It's called String of Pearls. I did pick up a tiny one the other day, but they said they were getting some bigger ones in, so I popped over today to get it. But I'll
It's a great
probably go
place,
home
isn't
with
it?
something else as well.
It's a great place with the cafe and everything.
It's lovely. It's a wonderful atmosphere. It's really, really nice. So relaxing and yeah, great. Lovely. Hope it does well.
Okay, here are a few examples of pet-friendly plants. So we've got the Calathea orbifolia, and we've got a rattlesnake plant or a lancifolia, really safe for pets. We also have a really big, huge plant over there. It's a Pachira or a money tree, and these are also really safe for pets if they decide to gnaw and nibble anything. Really safe plants. And we started with a small section of the shop, and then we've gone next door. This is the next door shop that we've just increased and gone over time.
So where will you be in 5 years when I come
goodness
back?
knows,
Bigger?
Yeah, bigger. Definitely bigger.
And what I love is your spoons.
Yeah.
I might have to get some of them. You might have to count them before I go. And look at this table you've got.
Yeah, I know. It's lovely, isn't it? Made by somebody around the corner, a friend of mine.
Have you noticed that these have come back into fashion?
Very much so.
Terrariums.
They're very 80s kind of coffee tables, yeah, but everyone loves them.
Well, thanks to Foliage for allowing me to make a quick little video. I thought it was a fantastic shop, a nice concept, and maybe something we can see a bit more of in our little towns. More of these independent stores we can all support. Right, I am back at the train station now, and I'm going to catch the train directly back to London. So I've got no idea what's about to happen. I've just shown the ticket office my ticket and said, what train do I need? And they said, you catch this train, but you are allowed to hop on and hop off. So I'm thinking, seeing as we've got plenty of time, shall we go to another seaside resort? That's just thrown me, because we're going that way, and I thought I was facing the way we're going. So, I don't know. This...
Welcome on board 1320 high-speed service to St Pancras International. We'll be calling at Broadstairs at Margate at Birchton on Sea, Canbay, Whitstable, Faversham, Sittingbourne,
Maybe Whitstable. Don't know. Let's go for an adventure, a true adventure.
All your personal belongings with you at all times. If you see or hear anything suspicious, please do not hesitate to contact member staff if you can.
So I got off at a place called Whitstable, and I've walked down to a little high street. Doesn't this look cute? And I can certainly smell the sea. Very nice place. Look at these buildings here, the seagulls and flamingos. But look at the wood cladding on the outside. It's certainly a colourful street, and nice that there's no traffic. You could just walk down the middle of the road if you wanted to. I like the writing on this old shop here, the Harbour Gallery. Looks very old-fashioned. Getting a bit busy now down this side. I'll see if I can find where the sea is in a moment. Look at that fish and chip shop across the way there. That's a traditional place if ever I saw one. Beautiful building here. Looks like they're doing up this old hotel. Let's hope it does go back to a hotel. I like the colours on these shops here, especially that green on Far and Few. Very nice for the shed, that. Even the shops that are closed, they look attractive. Look at that Whitstable fish bar there. Looks a bit battered, but a lovely outdoor display there they've got with the sign writing. This high street just seems to go on and on and on. And we haven't even got to the sea yet. Look at this old-fashioned hardware store. Again, I love the colours. Maybe a colour for the fence. Look at this building here. It's the local butcher's. Just love the way these shops are laid out. It does feel like I'm a bit in the TV set Dad's Army. Side of this building, yeah, I love these ghost signs that just pop up. Converted fishermen's huts. Oh look, some of them have got gardens as well. I wonder how much these cost. Look at this one here. Nice garden in front. And a view out to the sea. Beautiful. Another beautiful one. Nice little garden. Although a lot of these buildings, they do look empty, so maybe they're holiday homes. They don't seem to have any life in them whatsoever. Nice black sheds here. They must have seen my video. Oh, £75 a night. There you go, that's answered. See, you could do that with a shed, couldn't you? On your allotment. Busy street, but a nice looking scene there. The colours, looks like the old-fashioned studios and small gardens with the toilet outside. And just across the street there's another ghost sign. This time an even better one, because it's to do with a good old cup of tea. So on the high street there are some cottages with some very beautiful gardens. Obviously a seaside theme with their planting. Nice bit of sea holly they've got here. Looking very nice. Like I said, it's on a busy high street. That's what you got to do sometimes. You just got to go with the flow and see where you end up. Well, what a beautiful little trip out, and unexpected to see the sea. Seagulls are flying low. Right, I've had a thoroughly interesting, but I'm exhausted now, day. So I'm going to head back to the train station and back to London. Just got to find out where it is. I've noticed how it's just suddenly, in the last half an hour, become very quiet. As if they've closed for half day. and everybody's gone home. And now the seagulls can take over. Right, I'm going to meander back to the train station, and I'll see you back in London. So from me until then, bye for now.